Welcome back to the Big Red Barn. This is the 2024 Fall Show. We open October 14th and we run 6 days until the next Saturday. I'm Franz Hellwig, specialize in American Brilliant Cut Glass. Hand blown, hand cut 120 years ago. A spectacular lost art form, American art form I should add. If you see anything you would like, please contact me. If you also have a collection to sell or any rare items or even help with identification, please feel free to contact me. We'll begin video 2 back here. I have a wonderful icicle blowout by Hawks. It's signed, oversized, has the fancy flashed Hopstar. The Hopstar has stars cut in the points. This is probably the best icicle I've ever had. Has similar elements to the number 462 blowout that's shown in the first Hawks catalog. But this one, again, by far is the best icicle I've ever seen. It's 10 3/4 inch diameter, 4 3/4 inches deep, and it is $26.95. Best of the best. Hawks, Tut Hills Rex pattern. It's signed, of course. Reported to have been the grand prize winning design for the 1915 World's Fair. Always has been one of my favorite patterns. I have a similar tray in my personal collection. I'm just very fond of it. I love the symmetry of the cutting, the beautiful petal effect with the cane in the center. It's a 1/1 rarity, of course, and this is $19.05. Great item. Very hard to find the trays like that. It's a beautiful large bowl in hollow diamond by Dorflinger. Not something you see very often. It's usually on other shapes. One of the clearest, best blanks that I've ever seen. Best metal. Hopstar center flares out a little bit so that it displays very well. And again, it's a large size. The pattern's shown in line drawings, and it's $18.95, and that's quite a nice buy for such a spectacular example. Another 1/1, and again, one of my favorites is Waldorf by Clark. This is probably their premier pattern. Has the faceted jewels cut in the center of the Hopstars and the circle cutting around it. This one's pretty distinctive. It's a 5-sided pentagram form, so that's very unique as far
Good morning.
as
I wanted to
blanks
make an
for
announcement
Clark.
about lunch today. We do have a food truck. It's Ma and Pops.
Bowl is
Have a menu
$32.50.
here at the front
One of the
desk,
best, again,
and
one of the
you're
best
welcome
patterns
to
in cut
call or
glass.
text them your order.
Another
They will
1/1 is
serving
this
breakfast
another
and
example
lunch,
of
and they'll
Rex,
be here until
and
3
it's an
o'clock.
8-inch bowl.
They'll also
It's
be here early in the
$21.50.
morning, starting at
Great
7:30,
detail cutting like
so
the
that
tray.
they can
It's
serve
also
the dealers,
signed.
breakfast
Great
before
quality,
show starts. So just
and
wanted to
again,
let
it's
you know.
$21.50.
Thank you.
When we're talking rare shapes, like the oil lamp or the tulip type punch bowl, here's a 3-part compote. Always been a favorite of mine as far as must-do shapes. It's the Nevada pattern by Higgins and Cider. It's shown in one of their catalogs. 3 parts. You can see the donut here, base, and then the top bowl. It is, I think, 17 inches tall, or 17 and a half. Great item, and it's $38.95. Crystal City, grand prize. And then, of course, that's the famous Libby Punch Bowl that was cut for the World's Fair. It resides in the Toledo Museum, and if you're ever anywhere near there, it's definitely worth going to the museum to see. So back here, we have a 16-inch diameter punch bowl. The cutting is similar to a lot of Bergen's work, but I've never been able to pinpoint the cutter. Very deep cut miters, quality cutting. Wonderful sterling rim, and this sterling is solid. It's not hollow. A lot of times you'll have a paper thin hollow rim on cut glass, but that's not the case here. It's vintage pattern. You can see the three-dimensional grapes and leaves, 7 inches deep, and the punch bowl is 12.5. Here's a magnificent bowling pin base. These are typically 10 inches. The larger size is 12. This one's a whopping 15.5 inches. Has a pattern cut scalloped rim, step cut throat, diamond cut band, very elaborate cutting by Elmira, and it's $34.95. Here's a 12-inch chalice vase by Pearpoint in their butterfly and daisy pattern. Very detailed cutting, faceted knob above the scalloped pattern cut foot, and it is $6.95.
He used to come to Cole's.
Great cream and sugar set, cut by Elmira in a variation of their number 33 pattern, but it's definitely Elmira. Great Hobstar base, triple diamond cut handles. All the handles are intact, of course. And here's a nice show bargain of only $145. Those are cut to pieces from end to end, which is always a characteristic of Elmira. So it's a great little set. Here's a Russian pattern petit four tray by Dorflinger. Has the pattern cut foot. Great little small, and it's $145. Getting back into the trophies. Here's a 3-part coffee set by Meriden in their Florence Hobstar pattern. Has the flashed Hobstar lid, double punty handle, punty cut original spout, creamer, 2-handle sugar, and they're footed. And they also have the Hobstar like the coffee pot itself. It's shown in Pearson on page 161, and the set is $11.5. Typically the coffee pot only is priced at $11.5, but so this will make for an impressive set. The tray is also available if one wanted it. Another magnificent trophy is this 30.5-inch tall 3-part trumpet vase by Quaker City. It's in their Empress pattern. 3 parts, has the donut, original teeth, top and bottom. It's a magnificent piece. It's $7,500. There's a rock crystal polished engraving vase by Pearpoint. It's in their Buckingham pattern. It's 14 3/4 inches tall. I think that's onyx on the base. I'm not certain. It's a stone and silver plate base. Has the claw feet. Very cool piece. $5.95. Here's a squat bulbous Russian pattern jug, probably Dorflinger. It's 6.5 inches tall, 5 inches diameter, triple diamond handle, clear button Russian, and it's $2.75. It's a wonderful footed cream and sugar set by Libby, and the set is signed, has tiny signatures. Cut in flute, has wonderful big faceted knobs with the air trap bubble in them, clear bases, handled, and of course the handles are perfect. Nice tall set, $9.95. It's a big trophy, 17 3/4 inch flaring vase with an unusual bottom, and it's in Fern by William Anderson. Very distinctive cutting. The spinning Hobstar flashing is patented by Anderson. Hobstar base, and it is $27.95. There's a ruby cut to clear large Lobo. Don't know who cut it. It does blacklight apple green, cut with stars on a crosshatch background, neat pedal effect center. These they look like tusks, but they don't really bulge out. They're more clear or flat tusks rather than the rounded tusks. Anyway, there's a nice buy at $8.95. Here's a beautiful ice cream set by Pearpoint in their Gravic apple pattern. Deep bowls, wonderful in copper wheel engraving, beautiful detail on the leaves. The tray is 13 inches diameter and the 7 pieces are $21.95. Here's a huge banana or fruit bowl. It's way oversized. It's almost bigger in volume than the typical 11-inch banana bowls. Double X cut vesicas, large Hopstar cane style bands, Hopstar centers. It is 15 and a half inches long and 10 and 5/8 inches wide, and it's $38.95. I've never owned another one of that size and caliber. Okay, that'll conclude video 2 from the Big Red Barn in Round Top, Texas. And again, I'm Franz Hellwig. If there's anything you see, please contact me. And